I will break down the top 5 picks, highlighting what makes each one stand out and which one gives you the best bang for your buck. Stick with me, and let's find the perfect radio for your needs. Number 5, Radioddity GM30. Best budget handheld GMRS radio. In the box, you get the radio, antenna, 1500 mAh battery, USB-C cable, and charger. The GM30 delivers up to 5 watts on most channels, giving you a solid range. However, channels 8 through 14 are limited to half a watt to comply with FCC regulations. That USB-C charging is super convenient. Just plug it into your car or any USB port. Now, the GM30 comes pre-programmed with 30 channels, 22 shared FRS GMRS channels, and 8 repeater channels. Plus, you can program up to 250 channels, including VHF and UHF frequencies. And yes, it even has FM radio and NOAA weather radio capabilities for those times when you need a bit of entertainment or crucial weather updates. Moving on, it performs pretty well. You can manage to get clear communication up to 4 miles in a slightly hilly area. On flat terrain, you can easily expect a range of about 5 miles. The sound quality is clear with minimal static, which is impressive for a budget radio. When you compare it to other GMRS radios like the Midland models, which are often priced above $100 for a pair, the GM30 offers similar performance at a fraction of the cost. While Midland radios might offer slightly better build quality and additional features, the GM30 stands out for its affordability and solid performance. Operating the GM30 is straightforward, even if you're a beginner. The buttons are tactile and easy to use, and it even has a built-in flashlight, a nice touch for those nighttime adventures. However, the included hand strap and earpiece are of lower quality. If you plan on using these accessories a lot, you might want to consider upgrading them. Programming the GM30 can be done via the front panel, but trust me, using the provided software and USB programming cable make it much easier. It's especially handy if you're setting up multiple units. So the Radioddity GM30 is a fantastic option for those looking for an affordable, reliable GMRS radio. Its performance and features make it a strong competitor against more expensive brands like Midland. Whether you're using it for hiking, camping, off-roading, or just staying in touch with family, the GM30 is up to the task. Number 4, BTEC GMRS 20V2. Best budget mobile GMRS radio. BTEC GMRS 20V2 is worthy of attention for being a very capable mobile GMRS radio that comes in at a very attractive price. It also comes with a decent set of accessories in the package. These include a mounting bracket, a microphone holder, power cable for 12-volt DC outlet, and screws to complete the setup. Setting up and mounting the transceiver has a ton of flexibility. Since the buttons and display are all on the microphone, the main unit can be stashed out of sight. BTEC says that the radio is IP67 dustproof and waterproof, so there's more freedom in placing it, and that's especially useful for off-roading or vehicles like tractors. BTEC has put significant effort into the manual to make installation and general use easier. It's very well written and offers clear instruction about using and mounting the radio. They've even made room for circuit diagrams and figures. This is really refreshing, considering that most manuals barely cover the necessities. In value and setup, it is very similar to the Midland Micro Mobile MXT275 GMRS radio, though they look at things differently and have variations in style and approach. The Midland radio comes with an antenna and offers a maximum RF output of 15 watt. On the other hand, BTEC GMRS 20V2 can do 20 watt RF output, but the antenna has to be purchased separately. It's also easier to program since it's compatible with Chirp, and the freedom to install the transceiver gets quite useful thanks to its waterproofing. Pairing the GMRS 20V2 with the right antenna can enhance its performance. BTEC also does a good job with an accessory ecosystem, so you can buy their recommended Nagoya UT27 antenna or the enhanced audio adapter kit that works with the microphone. The mic is all important here and manages to make room for a decent sized and crisp colored display and the buttons. It feels comfortable to hold in the hands, but might take some time getting used to because of its size. Additionally, with all controls moving to the microphone and the company's desire to make several features available, there are sacrifices to make, and they don't always work out elegantly. For example, the up and down buttons are shared between the volume and channel buttons, so there's always a chance of getting it wrong. Besides, to change volume, you have to go through the squelch setting. which can be an inconvenient and noisy option. Other notable features include the ability to transmit on narrowband and wideband, customized channel names, DTMF keypad, it's repeater capable, FM radio receive, NOAA channels, and dual watch. Overall, B-Tech has put together a nice offering, but it's not without flaws. It is especially good for outdoor use thanks to being dustproof and waterproof, but it has some quality compromises as a budget mobile GMRS radio. Number 3, Oshun KG-Q10G, best premium handheld GMRS radio. Performance, style, good user interface, and ease of use all come packed neatly into the Oshun KG-Q10G GMRS radio, making it one of the top high-end GMRS radios. It's a relatively new model that's rich in features and implements them quite well. Oshun has maintained its focus on quality and aesthetics. The radio is available in 4 colors, has a bright color display, and a generally pleasing aesthetic. On top of that, you can set up color themes to match your preference. It sounds a bit gimmicky at first, but upon use, I found the themes likable and a nice touch. On the downside, like with most color displays on similar radios, this one too has sunlight as its kryptonite and doesn't fare well in broad daylight. The large display has room to show and monitor 2 channels at a time. Since this is a super heterodyne radio, this is true monitoring. Building on that, the radio has 2 PTT buttons on its side, followed by 2 customizable action buttons. These features are a slight departure from conventional Oshun models like the KG UV9G series. While the quality of the transceiver remains the same, the focus on design and appearance is a welcome touch. Additionally, the KG Q10G is also a proving ground for newer modules like GPS and improvements in UI. On the other side of the radio, there's a flap that hides a USB-C connector for charging the battery. You can use a USB-C charging cable, though it's not included in the box. What is included is the conventional cradle charger that takes its sweet time powering the 3000 mAh battery, though it's better for battery life. A little above this is another flap, secured by screws. That's where you can connect external speakers and programming cable. The reason for these flaps is that this is an IP67 dustproof and waterproof device, and can survive being submerged in water. It is programmable via Oshun software, though a fair bit can be handled directly through the radio. The user interface is simple and intuitive. There are 2 menus here. The first opens up the simple, most used functions, while the second menu takes you to all the available options. Another cool feature here is the built-in GPS. It tracks its position and can send and receive GPS data from other Q10 series radios. If it has GPS coordinates from another radio, it can show their presence relative to your own position on the screen. Moving on, the reception capabilities here are phenomenal. Apart from the GMRS band, it can receive NOAA channels and sound weather alerts, CB radio transmission in AM and FM, airband in AM, and more, since the receiver goes all the way from 76 MHz to 999 MHz. It does a good job of outclassing competition like the B-Tech GMRS Pro. B-Tech is no match for the super heterodyne receiver, the polished user interface, and the overall better quality of Oshun. However, B-Tech does score a few points with Bluetooth smartphone connectivity and a more attractive pricing. Though all that innovation and new development is worthy of praise, the radio doesn't forget to include and improve upon conventional features as well. So the RF output power gets up to 6 watt coupled with 4 TX power level, and it offers conventional features like Roger Beep, Vox, Talk Around, CTCSS DCS. It's repeater capable. It has 999 memory channels, programming options for PTT keys, and more. Overall, Oshun KG-Q10G is a wonderful high-end GMRS radio with great build quality and features. It's suitable for just about anyone, as long as you can justify the high price tag. Number 2, B-Tech GMRS 50V2, best value mobile GMRS radio. B-Tech GMRS 50V2 is a high-power mobile GMRS radio with a very attractive price tag and a good range of features. It looks decent and is easy to work with. This model is the upgraded version of B-Tech GMRS 50X1. While the body and appearance of both models remain the same, the company says they've designed the board and PCB to add and better manage features. These include 256 fully customizable channels, improved audio filtering so it sounds better, upgraded power management, and Vox hands-free support. Unfortunately, there's no Roger Beep. Things necessary to mount and use the radio, like the mounting brackets, screws, power cables, etc., are included in the box. However, you'll need to purchase a programming cable separately. However, if you'd prefer to use it as a base station, all you would need is the right power supply. It is compatible with Chirp, enabling it to make the best use of the features and customizations. The controls and the display live on the main unit. They're large and easily accessible. Plus, the screen is bright and has a decent display to show information. The microphone has a keypad too, and some controls and channel selection can be handled through the mic. Other notable features include NOAA weather channel reception, the ability to add or remove GMRS or NOAA channels from scanning, receiving commercial FM radio, and dual band scanning for VHF and UHF. Overall, BTEC GMRS 50V2 is a decent GMRS radio for those who want something that can go to a higher TX power output, and it's still affordable. It is suitable for beginners as well as more experienced users. Number 1. TID Radio TD-H8 GMRS. Best value handheld GMRS radio. TID Radio TD-H8 GMRS shows a decent set of features, performance, and ease of programming to earn the top place on our list. Before moving on, some notes are necessary here to avoid confusion. The company makes this radio available in 2 versions with almost identical names. TD-H8 Ham is the ham radio version with a 10-watt RF output, and TD-H8 GMRS is pretty much the same radio, except the power output is now 5-watt max, and the transceiver is locked to GMRS frequencies. Aesthetically, the transceiver manages to hit the sweet spot. Its build quality is good, and the bright display takes attention. The 1.77-inch color display has enough room to show relevant information. Plus, the colors make it look better, while also making it easier to spot the information you want. But as it is with displays of this style, it struggles in the sunlight. The orange PTT button is easy to wrap your fingers around, and while it lacks that satisfying push, it is functionally sound. The keypad too is convenient to use. Moving to the top of the radio, you'll find the volume control knob, flashlight, and antenna connector. The company includes 2 antennas with the transceiver. One is the 6-inch rubber ducky, while the other is a taller 15-inch whip antenna. The whip antenna has better performance, but the rubber ducky is more convenient when you're moving about. Power for the radio comes from a 2500 mAh lithium-ion battery, which is adequate for use, but can struggle to last a day. Even so, it remains one of the larger capacity batteries in comparable radios. Its main competitor, the BTEC GMRS V2, appears to be outclassed in features like battery capacity, programming options, and the value proposition. And that's impressive, since value is a big part of the BTEC brand. While there is no programming cable in the box, TD-H8 is programmable through Chirp and TID Radio's CPS. On top of that, you can program it through your smartphone's Bluetooth connection. You'll need to have the Oddmaster Programmer app on your phone and pair it with the transceiver over Bluetooth. Once this is successful, users can manage the transceiver directly through their phone without getting conventional programming software involved. Programming is possible even when the phone has no internet connection. Overall, TID Radio TD-H8 GMRS stays true to its power output and offers good performance. It is the perfect radio for hobbyists who want more features and style from their GMRS radio. So what do you think? Which of these is the best GMRS radio for you? Or do you think another radio is better? Tell us in the comments below. For more suggestions and reviews, click on the videos appearing now. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.